Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode reaction to Horimiya. Today we're gonna be reacting to episodes 4 and 5, I believe, that just came out recently. And we have with us here today me, Nikki, and also Sumo.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So I guess first we can talk about what happened in these last couple of episodes, kind of like a recap of the events that occurred. I think episode 4 started with it was a scene where Miyamura got that ice cream
Yeah, and
and then it was like giving it to Ishikawa, right?
yeah. So in episode 4, it's Everybody Loves Somebody was the title, and that's when you meet the other friend, the yellow-haired guy. No, the orange-haired guy, Shindo.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's when they had the whole student council thing too, right?
I think the student council was episode 3.
Oh, huh.
It was really like this entire thing is like I feel like they're jumping around a lot with the chapters.
Oh, okay. I thought that one was also episode 4, but okay. So this was one where he meets his middle school best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or friend.
Yes. Shindo, who goes to a different school. And I think this is also when, oh no, so then I think in chapter 5 is when the misunderstanding happens, right?
With with Shindo's girlfriend, is that the
Yeah, I think that was
misunderstanding you're
chapter
talking about?
5. Yeah, I think that's episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay, in this one, in episode 4, I believe, Hori gets sick. And then Miyamura is like, oh, confesses to her
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, that was interesting. The way that he confessed was really like, oh, I did not expect that.
I think they followed the manga. I think he did the same thing in the manga. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I thought some things were interesting. Like when I was looking, I was comparing the manga to the anime when I was watching, and
Mhm.
a lot of the clothes are different. Like from since when was this written? Like years ago. So they have like in the anime, they're a little bit more modern in the with the clothing styles.
Yeah, I haven't read the manga in forever, so I barely remember anything that happened. So
Yeah,
I guess
same.
I've just been watching it without the reference to the manga. So I was like taken a little aback by it, but at the same time, I was surprised that he did it a little bit, or not really surprised, but like taken aback. But I wasn't surprised it happened because it seemed like something that would happen regarding like following the pacing of things in this
Hmm.
anime.
I just feel like the anime is so fast paced. And they just cut a lot of scenes, and I feel like they got rid of the comedy a lot.
Hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but in the manga, there was like a meow mura part where the other friend, I think his name is Ishikawa, the
Hmm.
green haired guy, or is it not green haired? He like has like these hallucinate like dreams where Miyamura turns into a cat. Boy,
I
and
don't
I
remember
just
that.
I just missed that. Since I
Mm.
just feel like in the manga they had like I feel like they're all more friendly in the manga, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And then the anime, you're just kind of like different scenes are just like weirdly clipped together.
Yeah, I think the main part of it is that they're condensing it into a 13 episode anime.
Hmm.
So they choose a lot of things to cut out.
Hmm.
I feel like it's not too bad because I do get this feeling that it's somewhat realistic in a sense.
Hmm.
Because what they do is that they time skip a lot in a sense, like not large time skips, but then I think they're skipping where like weeks or months or whatever will go by.
Yeah, like they went straight like they had Mia like their meeting like when Hori and Miyamura like first become friends, and then like they're
Hmm.
suddenly in a different class, getting into the
Hmm.
next grade.
Yeah, so they kind of skip around, but I think you still get a sense that like during that time, they've been getting closer to each other. The friend group gets closer, like Miyamura and Ishikawa get closer together. And I know that we bag on it a lot, but I feel like it's not that bad. Like, I can kind of see...
It's not the worst anime.
I can see how, like, the relationships form, even though they're not explicitly showing it. You can kind of tell by the way that they become more comfortable with each other and the way that they change how they act with one another.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I feel like it's a little more realistic that way too, because, you know, in like real life friendships, you don't really know when, like, you don't generally see the progression of like a friendship with someone, you know? Like, you just kind of get more, eventually slowly get more comfortable with each other, become more friendly with each other, and I feel like I get like that similar sense with the way that they're developing the relationships in the anime. So I actually do kind of like that part. But I most definitely agree that the pacing is a little weird, where they kind of jump around and expand on certain things, and then like time skip, and then expand on more things.
Like, my main problem with it is it's like it's supposed to be a rom-com, right? And like they just got rid of all the comedy scenes, but at the same time they're like making like it just seems like a deeper, like a more dramatic story than it actually is. Since there's like this one scene I was really hoping to see animated, it's like it's like when it should have happened in like between episode 3 and episode 2. They in the manga they go to like a trip or something, like the class trips they do, like the overnight ones where they do like they go to like some place. But Miyamura is like, I can't go to the onsen because I'm on my period. And I don't know, I just wanted to see that animated. Like, I just feel like they cut out a lot of like scenes that were like just them being dumb or saying stupid stuff. And I don't know, I just wanted to see that versus like 30 seconds of dramatic music.
That's true. There were scenes that were, I think, over dramatic, that they made, and I was like, I don't think it really needs this much attention. Or like, I think my biggest problem with their dramatic scenes is that they kind of just pop them in there, and they seem kind of out of place.
Yeah, they do. It's like they can't figure out if they want to do like a comedy or a dramatic scene, and they just kind of like, okay, here's just one scene from the manga that was very dramatic. Let's just put this here, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, I totally get that. They're like having a good time, or like I think it happens a lot in like the beginning of the episodes. They like to plop in a random. They like to open with like dramatic scenes sometimes, and then you're just like, okay, I don't really get what led to this, but okay, cool.
Like in episode 5, there's like that entire scene where the Sakura, the girl with the glasses, and the pigtail girl, what's her name? Remy.
Remy?
Yes,
Remy?
yeah. Like there was that entire scene where there's like it's their entire friendship, and it's like, where did this come from? Since in the manga it makes sense, but in the anime it's like you don't really see them, they're just kind of there, and then all of a sudden you have this dramatic scene of their friendship.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that was most likely kind of something random. I mean, I thought it was interesting, but also it was like, I don't care about these characters
Yeah,
yet to
right?
know
Like they don't
their
introduce them
backstory.
enough, or like
Makes
they
sense.
don't do anything with them, and they're just there.
Yeah, they're just kind of there, and kind of like that whole, you know, how she like is developing a crush on Ishikawa or whatever. I didn't really get that either. Like, where did that come from?
That was the same in the manga, though. I would agree. Like, he always had a crush on on Horimiya, or no, on Hori. I think that's
Well, he had a crush on Hori,
yeah.
right? But you know how Sakura has a crush on Ishikawa?
Oh yeah.
That was kind of like, okay, where did this come
He's
from?
like, he remembered my name. I must love him now.
Yeah, it was like one of those things, and I was like, he did like the bare minimum, girl. Like,
Literally.
I don't know.
I feel like the manga was the same though. about their
Yeah.
relationship. But I don't remember if he ends up with her. I think who did he end up with? I remember he dated somebody, he's dating somebody, but he doesn't
I don't
date
know.
the other girl. I don't know. It was like after a certain point with the manga, just kind of like all the characters just ended up meshing together, and I just don't remember what's going on.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything either. That's why I'm kind of just like watching the anime as if I never really read the manga. Um, and I think that's like what a lot of people are doing too. Like, not everyone read Horimiya
Mm-hmm.
that's watching it right now. So,
So let's talk about episode 5 then.
episode 5. So is that's the one where he meets the best friend
Yeah.
and there's like the whole misunderstanding with
Mm-hmm.
him. I've actually really liked it when he met him, like the introduction of that character, because I feel like it gives a little different side
Mm-hmm.
to Miyamura that I thought was really cute.
So aggressive. Yeah, I like their friendship. They're really cute together. Or no, I mean they're not a couple.
Yeah, there's a lot of random like violent scenes, I guess, or like yeah. I feel like the people in this, like both Hori and Miyamura get a little violent kind of quickly.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
the actual like story, it becomes really gross. Since it's supposed to be for comedic timing, but then they actually like react seriously to the pain, and that kind of like,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind it if they like brushed it off as like a comedy thing or like a comedic
But
thing,
then they actually like
or like it
seriously
was
react to
done.
it.
Yeah, and then they're like serious about it, and so it's like, oh, that wasn't there just to be comedic. It was like actually them being violent.
Yeah, like the entire scene where Miyamura and Ishikawa fight, and it's like, oh, you guys like actually fought. It's not like a joke fight. You guys seriously hit each other.
Yeah, or like it was Miyamura kind of snapped at that scene a
Yeah,
little
it's kind
bit.
of scary.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like some backstory to why he reacts that way that eventually gets developed, but I thought it was like
I don't think they do like look into that.
yeah, and then when Hori like gets mad about the whole Chica thing,
And she's like so toxic.
I
She kind of
thought
gaslit him too, and she's like, "You should have told me."
she did. Yeah, she did a little bit. And when she threw the book, I thought it was
Like it's a
like they
joke,
kind of brushed that
but
off.
then
Yeah, I thought it was a joke, but then
sorry for throwing it at
they were
you.
all serious about it. So yeah, they were getting a little they're both kind of a little violent. Like
I think Hori is the most violent out of the two. Since I feel like when I read the manga, that's like kind of like something that bothered me a lot. Since she always hits him, and it just kind of became like a running joke of her being violent. But it's not really a joke because she's actually violent.
I can kind of see a little bit of that now, where it's getting kind of she gets a little toxic. Or like and then there's that one scene where she kind of got super worked up with Remy when she was like, "Oh,
He's
um,
mine.
can I have Miyamura? Yeah, he's mine." And then she's like, "I'll never give him to you." And she gets like really angry.
Hmm. But it was kind of cute when they like actually like when she confirmed like the relationship to her dad. She's like, he is my boyfriend, and
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Nero was like, oh my god. But I feel kind of bad for him because he's just like this lonely guy and he gets trapped into being together with this really violent girl.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see how the relationship develops now that they are like dating, I guess, because I mean, it's probably going to be different, and I don't know, maybe things would change. I don't know how much they're really going to develop Hori's character as well. But yeah, it was interesting. Her dad was interesting too when he came
He's so weird.
back. Yeah, he's weird.
Like, where does he
He's kind
live?
of
I
cool
don't know
though,
what
I
he
guess.
does. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't know. I feel like he looks like he would be some type of like touring rock band guitarist or something like that. Like maybe that's why he's not around. That's what he seems like to me.
But then he would
That's
be.
what
I
I'm
feel like they
like
would be
guessing.
rich then, or something.
No, you're not always rich when like that happens.
It's-
Well, I don't know.
I feel like he's
I mean,
kind
they
of
don't
older,
seem
right?
like
I feel like by the time if you're still like doing music at that age, you're probably well off.
well, I mean, maybe his band's not that big,
It's true.
but you know, they just go around touring different locations, doing small gigs and stuff. But you know, the band's not huge or anything. I mean, it doesn't look like. I think in the manga she's kind of portrayed more as being more poor, but like
Yeah. She's more
they don't look.
frugal in the manga. Like the only time like they kind of show it in the anime is like in the first episode with the eggs.
On sale.
Yeah.
She got their ice creams half off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't, I mean, they don't seem like the way that, you know, the family's been living their house and everything. It doesn't seem like it's that bad or like they don't seem that poor, you know?
Yeah. The mom seems to have like
I
a
just feel like
stable
they're
job.
pretty- Yeah, her mom's always working.
I wonder what the mom does. Is she just like a normal like office worker type?
I don't know. I would assume some type of like medical healthcare. That's usually what they work at when they're not around.
Her reaction was weird when the dad came home. Like she just dropped her
Yeah.
bags and she's like, "Oh, I have to make more food now." Like even though he hasn't probably been home in like days or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's been probably more than days. I mean, Miyamura's never seen him before.
That's true. And he's been coming there like basically every day, or what it seems like every day.
Yeah. And they don't have like chopsticks for him or anything.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So it's probably been a long time since he's been home.
But the youngest son recognized him, so I don't know. It's weird. Like what? I forgot his
Well, I
name.
mean, the youngest son,
Soto.
Sota.
Sota. Yeah, I think it's Sota.
Well, I mean, he's like what, 6?
Mm-hmm.
He's starting elementary school. So like, I mean,
He would be more shy then, right? If his dad just.
well, I mean, his dad's probably been around. It's not like, I don't think he was gone that much, but I think he just disappears for like long periods of time.
What if he's a gangster?
I don't know.
Like or the Yakuza?
No,
That would make sense. Like if why Hori is so violent.
maybe, I don't know. I think it was interesting that Hori called him by his first name. That was like
Was it Sosuke?
something like that.
Was-
Yeah,
Something Sosuke.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, that was interesting too. I don't really know why she does that, and it was never really explained.
Yeah, I don't think it's explained in the manga either.
And like Miyamura asks her too, and she still doesn't explain. And I was like, "What? Are we gonna get an explanation for this, or are you just gonna okay?"
Yeah,
That's pretty
I feel like in the
unusual.
manga it's like it's both of their perspectives. I feel like it's more focused on Miyamura's perspective in the anime.
I did think that there was a little more emphasis on Miyamura in general in the anime. Like I don't
Like, even in
remember.
the opening, it's just like, oh my god, the opening. You know what the opening reminds me of? Like you know those like like when Instagram first became a thing and people would just like slap on filters.
Mm-hmm.
Like every filter reminds me of like the opening, like the bluish tinged filter.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I do. I get that. I see it.
I don't like the opening at all.
I don't. I mean, there's nothing I hate about it, but there's nothing I like about it either. I guess. Like it's just kind of there.
I did like the ending, like the animation, like how they like made it like a game. That was cute.
Oh yeah, that is cute. What were we talking about before? Sorry. Oh, we were talking about how it's focused on Miyamura. It's focused on Miyamura. Yeah, I did think that there was a bigger focus on Miyamura than I remember in the manga, but like I said, I don't remember too much. But yeah, I did think that there was like we were focusing a little bit, or like a lot on him actually. I feel like I know Miyamura a lot more than I know about Hori right now.
Yeah, I feel like Hori's just this violent girl who's like kind of popular, kind of a homemaker.
Mhm. Yeah, Hori's kind of like a side character, or not side character, but like
Yeah,
not
she is.
really. She's not really the main character. Like it's more Miyamura for sure. I feel like they're really developing him a lot more than they are doing anything with Hori. Um, I think it's interesting though because it is a shonen,
Mm.
and it's
But the
really.
original like was like equally focused on both of them. Like they skipped a lot of chapters where where Hori gets a little bit of development. Like she goes and talks to like her teacher about like for advice and stuff
Mhm.
about the entire thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I understand like it's COVID and they're trying to like they're probably like trying to just figure out the best what they can do so far. So I don't blame them since like we did get an anime for it during a pandemic.
Mhm.
But I do wish they like tried a little like for a bit more accurate to the manga.
I think in the beginning they focused a little more on Hori, like slightly. I think most of the information, or like we get to know Hori the most in the beginning, and then lately it's just been like a whole string of Miyamura.
Hmm.
But
Like
yeah,
his backstory, his whole school life, his entire situation. But we still don't know his like family situation. Like what are his parents doing? Like their kid just like pokes himself in the ear and they're like, "Oh, cool, you have a piercing now."
yeah, I don't know. I did have a friend who did something similar though before. I think in high school or middle school he did use like he had a piercing with a safety pin or something like that, or he
Did
pierced
his parents
himself.
care?
Um, I mean, I guess not. I got my piercings without telling my parents too.
Oh no.
I didn't do it with like a safety pin, but I just went. It was really funny because then my friends were just like, "Hey, we're gonna go get our ears pierced. You wanna come?" And I was like, "Sure." And then he just like went after school one day.
That's nice. I only have one piercing. I got that done like when I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I had one piercing done when I was like 4 or 5, but then I got my double piercing and my cartilage piercings without telling my
Oh,
mom.
cool. How did your mom react?
She doesn't really care. She was just like, "Why'd you do that?" And then I was just like, "It is what
For
it
the
is."
aesthetic.
Yeah, I was like, "It's cute." I don't know, but yeah, I guess sometimes people, some parents don't care about that.
I want to know where like your Miyamura got his like tattoos.
Oh yeah, his
Is it?
tattoos are interesting actually.
I don't like them. They're so ugly.
They are really ugly. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're really ugly too.
Like the arm one is okay, but the whole back and side tattoo I hated so much.
I do think they're kind of ugly. At first I thought it was like an animation thing. I was like, maybe the animators like didn't make it look that nice. But I did go look into what it looked like in the manga, and it still looks really weird.
It's still ugly.
I think I think the issue with it is that the way that they made it too dark, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, I feel you.
it's like too dark, and it looks fake because of how dark it is.
It just seems like I don't know. I feel it's just ugly.
Yeah, I do agree that they were kind of ugly.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't feel that way about how dark it is. I don't mind that. It just looks ugly.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just really hard to do like tattoos on mangas or animes. But then I'm like, wait, no. Think about all those like other Yakuza ones
Yeah, they're so good.
those are
But this
good.
one is like,
Yeah, that one was a little weird. But yeah,
like even I feel like even if it was like gray or blue, it would still be ugly just from the design.
yeah, I hope they go into how he got that because okay, I was like piercings, I get like you can do that, like that's pretty easy to get done, right? But tattoos are
Hmm.
kind of hard to get, especially I mean in the U.S. you have to be 18, right?
Yeah.
Or you get permission from your parents. And I don't know if he's getting permission from his parents to get those tattoos.
Wait, aren't they like illegal in some places too?
I don't
Like,
know.
since I know in Korea it's really hard to get tattoos, or it was when I was younger.
Uh,
Remember
I'm not sure. I
get
mean, it's most
one?
definitely hard to get one if you're underage.
Yeah.
And he got a huge one too, so I don't know where he got that done.
It doesn't look like a simple stick and poke, too.
Oh yeah, it's not a stick and poke, you can't. There's no way that's a stick and poke.
There's no way at all.
So yeah, I hope that they talk about that more. I don't know if they get into it later, but that's what I'm kind of interested about too.
I don't think they explained it in the manga. I really don't remember anything at all.
Oh.
He just has tats, and it's like a joke where he has to hide them.
You know what I still don't understand? Why he wears glasses. Did they explain that?
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like, it's not like he's studying.
Yeah, it's not like he needs them.
I remember he said, like, they were to hide his piercings, but, like...
Your glasses don't hide your piercings.
They don't.
Yeah, so I understand why he puts his hair down.
Yeah, but, like, the glasses are weird.
Yeah, I don't get the glasses.
And then he just takes them off.
Yeah, he just takes them off whenever it's, like, convenient. He just takes it off whenever he wants to be, like, cool, kinda, you know? Like, really randomly. And then he, like, you know that one scene? That one scene where he's, like, confronting the student council.
Oh, yeah, and he just bonks his head.
Yeah, he takes off his glasses, and then he, like, unbuttons his shirt.
It was so dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one scene with the student council president I wish they added. Like, when Hori, like, first you remember when she throws the books at him when she misunderstands?
Yeah.
The student council in the manga, the student council president is like off to the side and he's like, she's very violent, she's always misunderstanding thing and like looks visibly shaken.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I totally forgot that she used to abuse the student council president basically.
But yeah, they didn't explain, did they go into it in the anime? I don't remember.
They mentioned it, they had like a whole thing about why they knew each other. They did. Or how they knew each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically, she was just really abusive to him. When they were younger. Yeah, poor guy.
I don't think she feels guilty though, but she still helps him. I don't understand.
Yeah, I think she has some like toxic tendencies, but it's not like she's a bad person.
Yeah, she's just excessively violent.
For some reason.
Yeah, I mean I remember the dad said she's just like her mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if she's seeing like her mom always hitting her dad, she might just like mistake that for like I don't know, that's how romance or friendship works.
Yeah.
But she doesn't hit her female friend.
Well, yeah, I guess. But yeah, I think overall, what's really weird is that I think it's been mentioned before, like they haven't really decided, or it seems really hard to figure out if they're going for like a more dramatic or a more comedic type thing. Yeah. Because they're not doing the best job mushing them together. They're
not.
Yeah, because it's weird. Just
randomly inserted, and it's like, why? Yeah. The music, I don't like the background music. Sometimes it's like too loud, if that makes sense.
I don't notice those things. I'm really bad at noticing those things, so I can't say anything about that. But it's like, I feel like the dramatic scenes seem out of place, and then sometimes comedic scenes seem out of place too, because they're just not, I guess they're not done in a way that they're timed correctly, or they're like, they flow into each other well, or they're just, I don't know what's going on, but I kind of
The episodes aren't in order either. Like, I noticed, like, with the chapter, like, I think it was episode 4 or 5. Yeah, it was episode 4. You know when she's talking to Remy? And then Remy tells Sakura about the entire thing? That was, like, consecutive scenes. And then Miyamura, like, gets hit, fights, or something. Those are all consecutive, but in the anime, they weren't.
Oh.
They were, like, Sakura, Remy and Hori talk, and then something happens. I forgot what they did.
Well, that happens sometimes. Like, I feel like a lot of anime adaptations are like that, so...
Yeah, it's true.
I was going to say, so it's just, I feel like the comedic scenes and the dramatic scenes, they're just kind of unbalanced in a sense that they're not mushing well together.
It's a shame though, because like I do think like the beginning of Horimiya, like the manga was pretty solid until it like it just became a slice of life where nothing's going on.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm still kind of enjoying it. Like, I still like watching it.
It's really, I think it's cute overall.
Yeah, I think it's still cute. I think they do some scenes well. I think they're doing the scenes well. I think they're just not like,
inserted well.
Yeah, they're not timing it well, or they're not like, I guess, creating a good flow. But yeah, I think I like a lot of the scenes. I think they're all still really cute. I mean, I like the relationship between Hori and Miyamura right now. Like, I like how it's developed so far. And how they're
really cute together.
Yeah, they're cute together, and how they've grown to like each other and things like that.
It just seems I just don't like the development of all the characters, since they're just there. You know what I mean? It's like this is Miyamura is the main character, like obviously, but that's it. That's like all I can tell you so far.
Yeah, or like I wish they would spend, the time that they spent developing these side characters. It's not that useful right now.
It's not.
Yeah, or like they're spending too much time focusing on these side characters that they're not developing enough, that they're not developing anyone enough. If that makes sense.
I agree.
So they're like,
I agree.
Putting all this on like everyone, but now like you just know like all this like random information about people that no one's like developed enough for you to actually like understand or really care about.
I think they could have skipped like the entire scene between Remy and Sakurai, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I think
I don't think that was necessary at all.
Yeah, I think they could have skipped that too. Like it feels like they're trying to do something, but then they're trying to do something deep, but it just ends up being really shallow because there's not enough time to develop it.
I don't think anybody. I don't understand. This is ranked in the top 5, I think, right now, right, of the season's anime.
I guess so.
Wait, what is it? It's winter or spring? I think it's spring, right? Spring season, 2021.
No, I think we're in winter, right?
Winter, never mind. Since I keep on seeing like Horimiya was in, I don't know where I saw the link, but it was in the top 5. Top 10 of this season's anime.
I mean, I believe it. A lot of people are watching it, I think. Closing thoughts on what we've been watching so far?
Horimiya could have been adapted better. That's all I can say.
I think they're doing the best that they can for a 13-episode adaptation.
Especially during a pandemic. Like, I didn't expect like it to be like amazing, and the animation's really good.
The animation is good.
Like it's really pretty. Like, I don't see any weird like glitches or anything like that, or like weird cutscenes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they're kind of lazy.
I do.
About like certain, but overall they did a really good job.
Yeah, I do love the art. I think everyone looks really good, and the character designs. I like all the character designs too. Like they don't seem like the same person with different hairstyles.
Yeah, they all have their unique faces, which is nice.
Yeah, or like they're not all the same person with like different colored hair or something like that. Like I think they do have their own nice, like I like the character designs and the art and the animation. Like I think those are all done really well. Well, tune in next time for our other reaction to the next couple episodes 6 and 7. And
we will see you then.
We will see you then in 2 weeks. We hope that we're giving everyone who's listening kind of like an interesting perspective on Horimiya, and don't hate on us if we're hating on it too much. But yeah, follow us on Twitter, on TikTok. We have a YouTube channel open now. So look for us on YouTube where we post our podcasts.
Everything is into the Shoujo-verse or Shoujo. Yeah, everything is into the Shoujo-verse
into the
or
Shoujo-verse
Shoujo-verse.
or Shoujo-verse. And we will talk to you again next time. Bye!